4 generations, the Israelites lived as slaves in Egypt, crushed beneath the weight of chains, beaten down by forced labor, their cries rising day and night. They prayed for freedom, and God heard them. Through signs and plagues, God broke Egypt's pride, and at last Pharaoh gave the command, "Go." Freedom was finally within reach. Chariots thundered across the desert, horses kicking up clouds of dust as Egypt's finest warriors raced after the fleeing people. The Israelites reached the edge of the Red Sea and stopped. Before them stretched endless water. Behind them came the sound of iron wheels and marching feet. Panic spread like fire. People cried out to Moses, "Did you bring us here to die? Was slavery better than this?" Fear closed in from every side. There was nowhere to run. Moses stood firm. "Do not be afraid," he shouted above the chaos. "Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you." That night, God moved. A powerful wind began to blow, howling across the sea. The waters trembled, then pulled back. The sea split apart, rising like towering walls on either side. Where moments before there was only water, now there was dry ground. Moses lifted his staff, and the people stepped forward. Families crossed between walls of water that loomed higher than buildings. Fish darted in the depths beside them. The sound of the wind roared in their ears. Every step was taken in faith. Children clutched their parents' hands. Elders leaned on their staffs. And all night long, the Israelites crossed the sea, walking through what should have been their grave. When Pharaoh's army arrived, they saw the path through the water and followed without hesitation. Chariots charged into the sea, convinced they could still claim victory. But as dawn approached, confusion struck. Wheels jammed, horses panicked. The ground turned unstable beneath them. On the far shore, the last Israelites stepped onto dry land. Moses raised his staff once more, the waters returned. The walls collapsed with a thunderous roar, swallowing the chariots, the horses, and the soldiers. The army that had terrorized Israel for centuries was gone in a single moment. Not one enemy remained. As the sun rose, the Israelites stood in silence, staring at the sea that now lay calm again. Their chains were broken. Their oppressors were defeated. Songs of praise erupted across the shore. Tears fell. Joy replaced fear. The God who had delivered them from slavery had proven his power before the entire world. The Red Sea was no longer a barrier. It was a testimony. And from that day forward, the story was told from generation to generation. When the path seems impossible, when enemies close in and fear surround you, God can still make a way where there is no way.